Make It Now with Linda Lang. I am going to start by unboxing something that I bought to help us make the bird bath. This is a colorful pet drinking fountain. I believe it's $18 on Amazon. I just got it in the mail and I am going to open it. The other thing we need is some scissors, a plastic bottle of any kind, preferably not the big giant liter ones, just a drinking bottle. It'd be nice to have a soldering iron if you have one. If not, we'll figure out another way. You can use a drill and I'll show you what we do then. And a straw. You have the rest of the supplies in this box. So let's take a look. All right, so got this. So we take this little piece out, and it's got all these goodies inside. Well, I don't use a filter, so I put that in another spot or throw it away. I keep this because this is cute and I use it for other things. And of course, the little pump. Definitely we need to keep. That goes inside of here. And I'll show you how to put that together. This is the USB cable. It goes to this and it goes into the wall. But I want to show you how I use it, okay? All right. This is nice to have and I will use it maybe, but I don't know. All right, so let's put all the things aside I don't need. And this is what we need. And the cool part about this little fountain here is the plastic straw that you get in your drinks or whatever. I bought a package of these. It's perfectly right on top of there and it stays, and that's going to be my spout for my water. And so this one has a cool little light. It's going to light up at night, so that stays in the water. You put this down, put it right down on the bottom like that. Fits right into this little area. And this is your USB. Take this okay, what you do, you take this USB and you go down, 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 and it pops out the bottom. If you have a plug to plug it into, cool. But I didn't have one nearby. So I bought some power packs. You get 2 in a package, and I just put my USB port in here. Right here. I'm not going to put it in now because it'll turn it on, and it goes like that, and then I can put it anywhere in my garden. It lasts a couple of days, and I have 2, so I switch them out and I keep the water running. Okay, so now this is ready to go. This is ready to go. This sits on top of here like this. This goes on top of here like this. That is all you do. Now let's get ready for this part. It has a lid, and this is where I use my drill, or however you want to poke a hole in here. I'm going to use my soldering iron because it just slides right in. But first I want to do is take that off, and I'm going to cut around here. And if you want to draw a line, you can. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And this is the part you want to keep. But we want to make it nice and straight because this is what the birds stand on. Now the other thing you might want to do is give it a little bit of rough edge. I'm going to use my solder iron and tap it to cause little grooves so that the little feet have something to hold on to. So let's take this outside because this has an odor and I don't want it to smell at my house. So we're going to take this outside and finish up poking holes in my project. Shoot, I have to start over. Let me turn on my speaker. Alright, so now I have my solder iron and I have this little top part. It's got a lid to it. And so all I'm going to do is take my solder iron and just kind of tap the side just a teeny bit. Not much, just enough to give it some roughness so that the birds have something to sit on. Their little feet has to grab a hold of this plastic. You can also use a vial or whatever you want to use for that. Okay. Now the next thing we want to do is poke a hole in this top. And the soldering, look how easy that goes in. And I just make it big enough, like a big circle, to make sure that that straw will go through it. Okay? And that's all there is to this. Okay, so now I take this piece and with this straw, and this little hole needs to fit onto this straw, like that. And then I push it down, and it goes right on top of there, just like that. Now this straw is too tall now, so I want to cut it about middle of this plastic top, because I want it to bubble, and I'm going to have rocks around it to make it come up. So I'm going to cut the straw, I don't know, anywhere you want to cut it. Don't cut it too short, then you got to start over again. You can always cut it down. So I'm going to cut it here and see what happens. I'll take this off so I have it, I can easily cut. So it goes like this, and it'll go about right here. So I'm going to cut right here. All right, let's see if that worked. Okay. That's all there is to making the fountain. So now all I do is I fill it with water. The other thing I like to do, because it's outside and I have it on my deck, I don't want water splattering everywhere. So I put a big platter underneath it and put it on top of it. So that's what I would do as well with this one. So let's take a look how this works. So I got me a pitcher of water, and I'm just going to pour it right in here. And it's going to fill in the holes down here and fill in the bottom. And you can actually see the water coming up on the bottom there. Fill it up all the way. Okay. Now to make it decorative, I'm going to add some pieces to it. You can use rocks or you can use marbles. I'm going to use marbles. So I just put some marbles on the bottom here, and I'll put marbles on the top. And I don't cover the hole, but I put it around it. The marbles everywhere. Okay, just makes it look pretty. Now I'm going to plug it into my outlet. Look what happens. Oh. Watch what happens. So now, look at that. The birds love the bubbles. They will swim and bathe in this bubble area. They will drink the water out of here. And so then I just keep filling it up with water as it goes down. That's it to making your bird bath. Now this is what it looks like when it's finished. And here's the other one that I made. See, the birds are already trying to get to it. Let's see if they come out. Make it now with Linda Lang.